Why, hello, everyone. This is so loud. Welcome to the official Action RPG live stream. My name is Aaron, the owner and operator of the YouTube channel Action RPG. And we're probably going to have about a 90-minute stream this morning. Saturday is normally my day off. But XD, the studio behind Torchlight Infinite, has made a decision to drop their new season announcement on a Saturday. So we're going to watch it together today. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully we find out some awesome stuff. And if you did not hear, Andre, the community manager for all of XD, including Torchlight Infinite, will be entering the town portal this coming Wednesday with me and Frosty to talk about the new season. And yeah, we can hit him with anything. So that'll be coming up next Wednesday. Kiko, what's up? Malekith, hello. Top Monk, it's him. It's I. Hi, Luz. Get out of bed. Guilty, what up? Taslo, what up? Yeah, during the countdown, I was scarfing down some sausage and eggs, the little muffin. I got my coffee. Get my Saturday going. Not much, just playing Final Fantasy Early Access. Nice. Very nice. See how loud they are during the stream. And just a call out, we have today and tomorrow. It's obviously going to be close, right down to the wire. TP Plus, we need 46 points to make the month of June. So TP Plus, that is your personal sub to the channel. No Prime subs, no gifted subs. Your personal sub to the channel. Tier 1 is 1 point, Tier 2 is 2 points, and Tier 3 is 6 points. We need 46 in 2 days. It's going to be close. Good to see you this morning. Enjoying the Dragon Song Road Mason. I see. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It's weird streaming on a Saturday. What are we, subathoning again? What we want to see from this is only buffing Carino. That's all we care about. But from just the image, it looks like we're getting more minions. That would be my guess. That'd be my guess. 90 seconds. How many people are watching their stream? 300. 1 minute. 1 minute. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like coffee. I don't know what my life would be like without it. I just put that. I just want to be honest with everyone. If they said, hey, you have to give up alcohol the rest of your life or coffee the rest of your life, be a split-second decision, I would give up alcohol the rest of my life. I'm the same way. Anyway, I can't live without coffee. If you never drank coffee, you wouldn't need to drink it to stay awake. I know it's my crutch. Damn it. You're right. Here we go.
Welcome back everyone to Torchlight Infinite. I'm Andre, aka Goriel, the community manager at XT. Today, I'm super excited to show you guys the SS5 Clockwork Ballet
This is who's
season
coming
preview.
on the podcast.
A new season exclusive game mode, a new hero trait, new legendaries,
This is
a
Andre
massive
who's
overhaul
coming
to
on my
crafting and
podcast.
legendaries, and so much more. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, he looks a little bit like Eminem.
First up,
Am I
let's
tripping?
dive into the new season
right,
itself,
never, I'll stop talking.
Clockwork Ballet. This season introduces a fascinating new NPC, Alice 451, the headmistress of the enigmatic Clockwork Club. Alice brings her club's whimsical and mechanical services to the Nether Realm. After entering each Nether Realm stage,
You
players
bring
can
something
choose
to
one
the
of the
Nether
unique
Realm.
services offered by Alice. Once you make your choice, the real fun begins. Your task is to find the gear scattered across the map within a limited time. Now, don't overthink it. Simply approach the gears to activate them automatically, and defeat all the Clockwork puppets guarding them to obtain gear coupons inside. As you defeat the puppets and collect coupons, your membership challenge rating for that match will increase. After the challenge concludes, the obtained gear coupons will be exchanged to determine your base rewards for the round. But wait,
Stop it, E-Waste.
that's not all. You can earn up to 9 challenge ratings, ranging from F to Triple S, depending on your exceptional skills and a bit of luck. Remember, higher challenge ratings also mean increased combat difficulty. If you find the challenge too tough, you can end it early without losing any rewards you've
Holy
already
moly.
earned. Now, we encourage you to be creative and flexible with the game rules. Normal mobs on the NetherRealm map will spawn as usual, and defeating
Wait,
them
Dennis,
can extend
he's
your
coming on the
challenge time.
podcast.
Now, does that ring any bells? That's right. The Clockwork challenges can be combined with other game mechanics like God of War, Compass, Confusion cards, and more, providing endless possibilities to mix and match how you tackle each map. Lastly, the Clockwork Club has special offerings for veteran members. When selecting the club services, lucky members might encounter a blowout sale. By choosing this service and completing the corresponding challenge, you can enter the club stash for an exciting and bountiful gear harvest. As long as the timer hasn't run out, you can claim all the gears in the stash. But of course, patrons are rewarded for their loyalty to the Clockwork Club. As you take on more challenges, you will receive additional perks, which can offer even more depth and fun to your mapping strategy. Let's highlight 3 options. The first option is for players focused on the Clockwork Ballet challenges themselves. You can accumulate gear coupons from a specific challenge and put them into the club prize pool at the end of the round. Doing so will not only raise your current challenge rating by 1 level, but also grant you with higher multiplier rewards. The second option is for members who wish to combine Clockwork Ballet gameplay with other game mechanics. Through season talents, you can obtain global buffs that enhance your overall gameplay experience. Again, these are global buffs. The third option is for seasoned players who have already mastered this season's mechanic. You can decrease each round's challenge time limit, increasing the difficulty, but also unlocking access to even higher rewards. When players are experienced and powerful enough, they can enjoy all of these perks simultaneously.
Ooh, I saw that
And last but not
50
least,
FE.
this season's ultimate in-game boss, the Silverwing Danseuse.
What the hell?
To face the Clockwork Club's big honcho, you must first reach at least time mark 8, and then unlock the corresponding Clockwork Ballet talent node. After doing so, there's a chance that a portal to the boss will appear. Now, I really can't wait to see how fast this season's first clear is gonna be, and also stay tuned for some brand new speedrun events coming this season.
TLI's new season's 4th of July, July 4th. Carino! A road dog. Give him something new, please. Please. blast. It has to be.
This season, Carino is making his return as the Zealot of War. When all hope of revenge is lost, and the bullet scene is gonna turn from the judgment of justice to the venting of pain, Carino falls from being a noble ranger upholding justice to a restless Zealot of War. Zealot of War Carino can actively switch combat modes to adapt to different battle scenarios. When facing countless mobs, he adopts mobility mode to move agilely and effortlessly around the battlefield. When dealing with stronger foes, he switches to Annihilation mode, pouring all the bullets in his chamber towards the target. If the Zealot of War activates his hero trait, Blank Shots, he can continue shooting even after running out of ammo, providing powerful and lasting firepower coverage. However, this massive damage comes with a downside. When the machine gun overheats, it enters a lengthy cooldown. To counter this, the Zealot of War's traits offer various tactical options. You can cool the machine gun for rapid movement or utilize the overheated muzzle to enter Burning Red mode, making his damage output even more terrifying. Moreover, memory and relics provide even more possibilities for the Zealot of War. With his versatile combat modes and strategic options, Carino, the Zealot of War, is ready to take on the Clockwork Ballet's toughest challenges.
I cannot believe they gave
Also,
Carino
don't forget,
another
you
mastery.
can unlock all of our heroes with a season pass.
Yes.
Now, of course, a new season could never be complete without its own set of unique legendaries. Now, we're going to be going over some of the most unique and special ones. First up is a pair of boots called Heels of Hands. These boots can automatically trigger Empower and defensive skills under different circumstances, saving you valuable skill slots. Next, we have a pair of rings, Passing of Time and Time of Vow. These rings have stats that complement each other and require multiple ailments and crowd control effects to reach their full potential. But, just one quick word of caution. Do not get greedy. When used together, they might be too much to handle, so be strategic in how you combine them.
Legendary.
Now, of course, for details on all the other legendaries, do remember to check out the full patch notes, which are going to be...
Again, this guy, Andre, will be on the podcast with me and Frosty on Wednesday.
New content every season. We're also working hard on enhancing our existing systems.
New Forge card.
Reflecting on the past few months, the fog enveloping Mistville has gradually lifted, revealing new challenges and opportunities.
For real?
But don't worry, you can still find
Community manager from all of XD and Torchlight will be joining me and Frosty on Wednesday.
He'll guide you back to Mistville to take on the Whispering Mist game mode. We've also made some exciting changes to Mistville entry tokens, adjusting their spawn and consumption rates to give you more flexibility in deciding whether to venture into Mistville or explore other gameplay options. In the upcoming season, the untradeable entry tokens known as Infection Progress will be replaced with Resident Size, and their drop rates will increase with the right Netherrealm talent strategies. Plus, Mistville residents will now appear directly on Netherrealm maps, so no more clicking portals to summon them, just dive right into the action. We've also made it easier to explore Mistville. The deduction record is crucial, so we've reduced the Mistville intel needed for each talent node. We've also lowered the prerequisites for the 3rd and 4th tiers of talents, helping you become a top-notch Mistville detective faster. And speaking of drops, we've tweaked the drop rates and effects of activation mediums. When tackling Whispering Mist, chests number 9 and 15 will always drop an activation medium, and chests 11 and 13 will also have a 50% chance to do so. This season was a special one, because we've been paying super special attention to your feedback. The support skill preparation available in the skill shop will no longer have negative effects. We've also adjusted activation medium values, removing the less useful T3 affixes and improving bonuses, like cooldown recovery speed and skill effect duration. And for all you spellburst enthusiasts, we've got great news. We're introducing a new activation medium. Burst
Tech loves
Activation.
spellburst.
This will trigger the support spell skill and activate its spellburst when your charge reaches its upper limit. Burst mages can now enjoy self-sustaining gameplay too. After introducing all of these new mechanics, we of course had to undergo some balancing adjustments. So first, let's go over hero balancing.
Andre is
To
from...
further differentiate her playstyle and hero traits, Lightbringer Rosa will now deal damage to herself when her hero trait is activated. Commander Motto has been buffed, with the extra minion damage buff provided by each point of dominance.
He lives
value
in
increasing
Shanghai,
from 2
but grew up in...
to 3%.
He's
We've also made some adjustments to skills, mostly
Portuguese.
focused on casting
Portuguese.
and improving the overall mapping experience. For example, Flame Path no longer forces forward movement and will not charge forward when the channeling ends. Inexhaustible Barrage will no longer require manual target selection. It will automatically attack the enemy with the highest rarity within a certain range, and will automatically select the target with each wave.
Nice. They're buffing
Howling
Carino's
Gale
skills.
will now continue to lock onto enemies within a certain range and move towards them even after channeling ends. Additionally, since curse skills are quite popular in the current meta, we have added a new skill called Shackles of Malice that gains buffs by nurturing the number of curses. And finally, let's talk about gear balancing.
Nice.
So in
Portuguese.
terms of survival, we found
Lady.
that after some
Portuguese.
adjustments that we made during the Whispering Mist season, some players found it a little bit more difficult to acquire resistances in the early and mid game. As a result, we have increased the values of T2 and below resistance affixes on equipment. And elemental resistance auras will once again provide elemental resistance.
Portuguese.
Going back to player feedback.
Ooh, I liked
This season
crafting.
we've made massive changes to the crafting system. Our main goal this season was to make crafting feel more rewarding and less like a frustrating gamble. First up, Divinity Slates. In past seasons, Divinity Slates were a cornerstone of any build. While they offered numerous possibilities, the randomness of branding slates often made the crafting experience less enjoyable. This season, our main goal was to make Divinity Slates feel clearer and more rewarding. To achieve this, we've made several key changes. Now, Divinity Slates will feature a certain number of Divinity slots, which determine the number of talents they can hold. Divinity slots come in magic, rare, and legendary qualities, representing the highest quality of talents that can be branded. This allows hunters to add or upgrade existing talent nodes
Oh, that's
and
actually
designated
really
slots.
nice.
The inclusion of slots will also change how Divinity Slates are valued. For example, a slate with 3 legendary slots will of course be more valuable than a slate with 2 slots. We've also redesigned the rules for branding Divinity Slates. First, there's no longer a limit to branding attempts. Second, micro talent nodes and medium talent nodes can be replaced at limited times. Additionally, legendary medium talent nodes and new god talent nodes can be restored.
Normally
to
this
their
is just
pre-branding
RNG. You just
state
slam it
by
and
using
hope that
a
you get
unifying
what you
wedge.
want. So now you can kind of
However,
target it
the
once you get
consumption
one you
of
like.
unifying wedges will increase with each restoration attempt.
Yep.
To
Up among-
further reduce the randomness of branding, we've introduced a brand new branding material called Divinity Pack. Divinity Packs ensure that branding talents come from a designated talent panel, allowing hunters to reach their goal endgame slates as soon as possible. Finally, hunters can use branding materials at the Heart of Rapacity to purchase Divinity slates with at least 1 legendary medium talent node. We've also added a bulk purchase feature to make it more convenient for everyone to obtain Divinity Slate-based materials. If the changes to the Divinity Slate system have got you excited, just wait to see what we have done to the Legendary Gear system. Legendary Gear and Crafted Gear have of course always had their balances and trade-offs in ARPGs. This season we're effectively bridging the gap between both of them to create an even more balanced and engaged gameplay experience. The core fun of Legendary Gear lies in its unique mechanics and the fun of obtaining rare items. So we've structured the legendary gear system. Now, most legendary gear will retain only their unique legendary affixes when dropped. For example, the Supreme Throne, a legendary one-handed wand, will feature just its 2 legendary throne-related affixes. But that's not all. Many legendary items will also come with random crafted affixes. These can be added or modified through crafting, such as re-rolling with prototype crafting, upgrading tiers, or adding specific affixes.
Crafting was already awesome.
The number of crafted affixes a legendary item can have will depend on its legendary aptitude or star rating. For instance, a 3-star Supreme Throne will have 3 random crafted affixes in addition to its legendary ones.
Frosty,
To help players start building
this is
interesting
the official Torchlight Infinite season preview stream. The host is who's coming on the podcast. This is Andre.
These items,
That
however,
guy. This is who's coming on our podcast Wednesday.
legendary affixes can create wild combinations for endgame builds, while random affixes can fill gaps in damage and survivability. By combining both, players can potentially replace all 10 pieces of their gear
No
with
beard.
legendary items.
He's Portuguese and
However,
lives in Shanghai.
upgrading a crafted affix to a T0 tier may reduce the gear's star number, limiting its affix capacity. Players should weigh their options carefully. Also, to ensure players can participate in crafting without needing the perfect legendary base, we're introducing the Aptitude Inheritance feature. Players with 2 legendary pieces of the same name and legendary aptitudes can transfer random affixes from one to the other. This way, your hard-earned affixes are preserved, and you can seamlessly upgrade to higher roll base gear later. The inheritance access needed for this feature will be available through this season's gameplay. Lastly, the Legendary Vision event will launch with a new season. In this event, players can choose their
I'm hoping they
desired
talk about
legendary gear
multiplayer
and increase
updates.
its drop rates. After the introduction of crafting for legendary gear, the positioning for corrosion has kinda changed a little bit as well. We understand the frustration of losing your crafting investment to one single failed corrosion attempt. Therefore, we've made significant adjustments to the corrosion function. Legendary gear can now use the Aptitude Inheritance feature to retain carefully matched random affixes. We hope that this season's brand new legendary gear system will satisfy players' cravings for even more diversity and freedom. And now, of course, while addressing the issues between legendary gear and crafted gear, we had to make some adjustments to the drops of rare gear. In our previous season, we significantly increased the probability of drops with multiple T1 affixes. However, these high base values often pose challenges in finding an effective reference point in the market.
I think I should play this game
For
today
this
to brush
reason,
up.
this
I only
new
have one
season,
character to
we have
20.
limited the number of
You
T1
can fly
and
through the
T0
campaign, it's
affixes
quick.
to 1 per dropped gear. Additionally, to increase the value of rare gear bases, the upcoming level 100 priceless tier gear will be guaranteed to have a T0 affix when dropped. We hope these changes will not only make drops more appealing, but also address some of the challenges with identifying gear.
The amount
While
of changes
optimizing
season to
crafting,
season is crazy in
we
this
actually
game.
realized that our new systems and mechanics made some of the older systems in Dream Interpretation feel kind of redundant right now. So we've also made some changes to the interpretation system. We have removed the legendary affix streams from the Dream Interpretation system and replaced them with a large number of high-intensity base affixes
There's
from
like
Dreams.
4 different crafting ways in the game.
Additionally, we've increased the interpretation limit of gear from 3 times to 6 times. This means players can still obtain significant improvements by interpreting dreams to craft their gear, ensuring that the dream interpretation remains both exciting and rewarding. But wait, if you thought the legendary system was our last massive overhaul this season, we're just getting started.
Oh boy. Come on, Andre.
This season, we've completely removed the Nether Realms trade cards and replaced them with a
Void
brand new
chart.
talent system, the Void Chart. This new talent system is designed to provide you with a richer, more stable farming experience.
The hell is
Let's
this?
dive deeper into it, shall we? The Void chart features around 20 talent constellations, each with its own unique theme and independent talent tree. These themes include seasonal game modes, the 6 gods, and item drop enhancements. By completing confusion cards,
Was this
challenging
Grim Dawn?
Plane Watchers,
Constellations?
and facing travelers, you can gradually unlock talent constellations
And Void?
earn
Last
star
Epoch?
talents.
What's happening?
These talent nodes offer a variety of effects, transforming your experience in Netherrealm stages and significantly boosting your drops. Let's get into some practical examples. In the Goddess of Hunting talent constellation, there's a talent that
PoE
gives
for
bosses
maps?
a chance to receive a power
Frosty, this is way too many options. We need D4 levels here. I don't get it. Sorry.
constellation. You can unlock a talent that randomly spawns powerful dwarven automations in the God
I am
of Might
overwhelmed.
gameplay, wielding huge rewards when defeated. In the God of Machines talent constellation, there's a talent that allows the God of Machines to launch an additional wave of attacks. Now, let's talk about the season-exclusive gameplay themes. In the Black Sail talent constellation, there's a talent that gives bosses a chance to drop a special Void Sea Flame, guaranteeing a legendary hero memory drop after defeating a Void pirate in the stage. In the Dark
I didn't
Surge
either.
talent constellation, one talent greatly increases the drop of ultimate legendary gear in the Dark Surge gameplay, while another allows a drop ultimate legendary gear to undergo Darkest Corrosion. Additionally, after defeating the End of Confusion Traveler at time mark 8, you can obtain Prime Star talent, which can be used to unlock even more powerful talent nodes in the Profound talent constellation.
This is a huge update to the Netherrealm, which
If
is
you want
their
to experiment
PoE
with different
mapping, their
strategies, you can use the
monolith
key
system,
to
the true
redistribute your
endgame.
talent allocations in the Void chart.
I like
To make
Sweet Dream.
switching between different talent setups
Sweet
easier,
Dream.
we've also prepared several
That's my
additional
favorite
talent
one.
plan pages for hunters.
And Cuba Rapacity.
Veteran players have mastered all of Torchlight's gameplay mechanics, and they know the thrills of exploiting them, or
Nothing
maybe
about
even
botting,
abusing them to
Magnet.
juice the game. However, to newer players who drop several seasons into the game, this might not be immediately apparent. That is why our talent layout in the Void chart now includes a one-click recommendation feature. It's never been easier to share your strategies and learn from others. We love seeing our community buzzing with excitement, discussions, and sharing tips. Veteran
Good
players can experiment
build.
with new tactics, and newer players can follow in their footsteps. Dive into the game, share
It's actually really nice. A lot of people don't know that this game has a built-in build planner for every character. You can go to the top charts and see every single decision people make.
hunt. Next up, Deep Space. So when we originally designed Deep Space, its original intention was to ramp up the rewards for top-tier farming strategies. and
I had over
kind of
5,000
enrich
FE.
the
I know
endgame
that's like
experience.
nothing, but I didn't feel like
However,
botting.
after
I didn't deal with
observing
anything.
several seasons, we
At least
found
I
that
didn't see
Deep
anything
Space
first
also
month.
increased the burden of farming for players. The pricing of Deep Space beacons and popular compasses often rises with increased rewards from Deep Space, which actually kind of discourages players from entering Deep Space. So, we've decided to abandon Deep Space altogether and instead spread the endgame difficulty and rewards via the Void chart and compasses. With this shift, we've enriched a variety of compasses, keeping the basic ones and adding many advanced versions. For example,
they're adding a
followers
ton
of
of
each God of Might
compasses.
now have a chance to turn into a super dwarven automaton, where you'll encounter extra groups of normal monsters after defeating rare ones in stages. Additionally, we've removed the compass shop from the trader. Now, players can directly recycle unused or low-value compasses in their inventory. Each recycled compass will be exchanged for one uncertain voyage, and 3 uncertain voyages can be traded
For
for
more
a random
compasses.
compass.
Ah.
This season, we hope that by removing Deep Space and adjusting compasses, the in-game experience will be much more fun and
Still better
rewarding.
presentation than
We've
D4.
also made several improvements to the transition from mid-game to endgame. First, we've significantly streamlined the early stages of the Netherrealm. Players now only need to complete
Frosty, we have
each
to ask him how
plane
many
watcher
tattoos he
once in
has.
progressive order to unlock
how many
Time
he
Mark
did
7.
himself.
Each plane will only feature one
They
time
had a
mark.
presentation.
For example,
Yeah,
Place of
Fireside.
Abyss will only have Time Mark 1, while Blistering Lava Sea will only have Time Mark 2, and so on. No more grinding
I'm
for
just
multiple
kidding.
time marks
The gentleman that is talking right now lives in Shanghai and he's Portuguese. He is the marketing director for all of XD in Torchlight Infinite, and he is joining me and Frosty on the Town Portal podcast this coming Wednesday. It's Andre.
Optimizes the core NetherRealm experience. We've also placed portals next to the elevators on the map, so you don't have to wait for the animations to finish. This means less downtime and more action.
I'm from Portugal too. Woo!
Adjustments have also been made to the elites. We've reduced their life values, lowered their overall spawn rates, and adjusted the proportion of rare monsters at different difficulty levels. Furthermore, now only certain rare elites can release Plane Watcher's affix skills. Additionally, we've reduced the appearance frequency of NetherRealm map affixes. This gives players a clear view in battle and helps you better assess the battlefield situation.
I want to see new skills.
The next exciting mechanic we're introducing this season is the skill stats system. This mechanic is designed to provide a smoother, more fluid transition from mid-game to the endgame. It allows you to strengthen the primary stats of skills that deal damage. Primary stats refer to strength, dexterity, intelligence, and any possible combination
Look at the
of
damage
these
on
attributes.
Chromatic Shot.
By increasing
What,
these stats,
4
you
trillion?
can ensure
What
a
did it
more
say?
stable growth of damage
Now that's a
output from
cleave, I
mid-game
know.
to endgame, enhancing your overall game experience. For each point spent in a primary stat, you can grant an additional 0.5% damage to the skill itself or to summon minions. If a skill has multiple primary stats, the different stats are calculated cumulatively before the final bonus is applied. With this
Full
change, we
update
aim to
to
enhance the
tooltips and
strategic
DPS
elements of skill
calculation.
combinations, providing a wider scope for differentiated builds across players and different heroes. Ever since our first launch, we've been working really hard to meet our players' quality expectations.
Omni-Man, hello.
Of course, we had some difficulties along the way, but this season we've really doubled down on player feedback to add a ton of quality of life optimizations. This season's optimizations range from PC UI, streamlining menus, control schemes,
We've been screaming
and
about
so much
PC
more.
UI since the
First,
beginning.
We've optimized the covet function in the cube gameplay. Now, items can be bulk coveted without the need for manual multiple clicks. We've also adjusted the acquisition method for Pages of Eterna, and they can now be traded. Additionally, we've adjusted the level for free talent node resets. It is now gifted at level 90 to be in accordance with the last hero trait. You also no
thank
longer
you.
need to
You
use
can
the
now fully
Elixir of
respect without
Oblivion
spending
for
anything to
levels
level
below
90. Instead of 80. It's big.
We've also optimized the trade house interface. When listing an item, the system will automatically find an available slot within the booth page.
Yeah, I got the code
If
for
you
it.
want to adjust the price of an item, you can directly modify its price on the booth. We've improved the inventory system. When you open your backpack, it will automatically focus on newly acquired items. The unlock function now supports multiple items at once. We've enhanced our auto loot function, ensuring now that no items are missed. We've optimized the status icon display. You can now choose whether to show both icons in the status bar through the settings menu.
You're welcome.
We've also refined the graphic settings for special effect brightness.
Yes, the new character
We've
is a
also made some improvements
Carino.
to
We're
our
getting a
season
new
pass.
Carino.
The Golden Season Pass now
My
includes
favorite
an
character in the
automatic
game.
pack spirit
I
switching
main
system.
Carino.
When you enter maps, start certain game modes or challenge bosses, this system will automatically switch your preset pack spirit scheme, ensuring you do not waste valuable map materials. Plus, when entering the Ruins of Eterna, it will switch to the Monument Knight's pack spirit scheme for extra rewards. We've also increased the number of pack spirit scheme pages from 3 to 6, and added new Void Shard talent scheme pages for efficient farming. The Season Pass also unlocks a series of new cosmetics, such as back accessories and portal skins.
You're leaving?
This season we also have a ton of new events, new cosmetics, and so much more coming
Yep.
our way. Let's take a quick look at them.
Morning, baby. I know. Oh boy. Carino skins. Is that a portal? Oh, come on. Frosty's gonna want the motorcycle for sure. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Can't mount a raptor, though.
New season, new gameplay mechanic, new hero trait, new legendaries, massive crafting overhaul, the void shard, the new skill set system, quality of life updates, and so much more. Clockwork Ballet is right around the corner, coming July 4. This season has been one of our most massive efforts so far, and we can't wait for you to experience all it has to offer. Now, of course, if you want even more details, stay tuned for the final patch notes. They're gonna be going live on our official website. That's all for today, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
TLSS 5451. Why does it look like he was lip syncing? He wasn't. He's not AI. He's literally coming on the podcast. He's literally, yeah, the new season kicks off on the 4th of July. And again, Andre, who just hosted that, will be joining me and Frosty on Wednesday for the Town Portal podcast.
The gigantic machine in front of your eyes gives a strange...
So TLI versus Last Epoch. I mean, Last Epoch will win in that scenario. But, yeah, I mean, it makes me upset that they launch a new Carino class while I have to go play Last Epoch, but...
I shall purify your tainted soul. You need some time.
So this is our Carino we ended with. This is my chain lightning shot.
Your reign of evil ends here.
Digitally, because he is AI, he's going to be joining the podcast digitally. This is something AI would say. How do cosmetics work in Torchlight Infinite? Are they purchasable using real money? Yes. And you can use in-game currency as well. Is co-op in this season? Yep. You can come over here and you can add team settings and you can create a team and play co-op. Yep. Continue exploring. Let's go into the seasonal mechanic. This is the mist season. Oh crap, what is this set to?
Your tainted soul.
This is a time mark 8, I think. What? I don't know what it is. Can co-op in the campaign as well? Yes.
Gives a strange, dangerous air.
Oh, this one's already done. Okay, hold on.
Look at it.
Abandon this.
Seems to be also gazing at you.
Oh, we're having it set to 8.2. We'll go 8. All right. Seasonal mechanic. Obtain 1 additional food slot. We'll take this. Come on. There we go. All right, this is time mark 8. Seasonal mechanic for the current season of Torchlight Infinite. The Mist. Ooh. And I main Carino in this game, and Carino's getting the new character. Pretty exciting, even though it launches on the 4th of July, and Last Epoch is July 9th. And there's no way I'm playing it on the 4th of July, which means it only gives us a couple days. So that sucks. But at least we get a new Carino.
It's your honor to be judged by a member of the Herman family.
For some reason, the people in my house think my nice wood cutting board is where they should put desserts, so I get all kinds of crumbs on it. Why do they do that to you, you know? Why they gotta do that to you? This is the season of Minesweeper. That's what it reminds people of. Prices of the food sold are cheaper. Preview 1. All right, found the clock tower. All right, 200 coins.
I still remember that fire. All those burnt corpses. And ashes that are darker than the night.
All right, moving on. 4 days to max the season out, and also you can play while pooping. That's true. They need Jesus. Jesus is the only one that can forgive that kind of hedonism. Oh, for your cutting board? I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Thank you. And we can immediately use those. Obtain 20 coins. No. Fill your remaining food slots with random food. I'm guessing the clock tower's here. There it is. And we don't have enough coins for anything. Insanity is looking pretty good. Let's knock this out. Double money. All right, what do we got? I saw the new Carino. I feel like the attack speed will be great with him. Okay, I feel like they didn't... The only thing that's weird, this is the first season preview ever, unless I missed it because I was talking or muted Andre, was I didn't see anything about any new skills. Normally they drop a new class and then give the new skills. Preview 2 random skills. Preview the location of Bad Omen.
Your reign of evil ends here.
It ends here. When he says I will purify your tainted soul. We start purifying taints, that's when we start drinking.
Your reign of evil ends here.
All right. Decent little drop. All right, we are moving on to day 4. We have only beat this season mechanic once. Unbelievable. We are full on food. We want, gosh, PC UI. All right. Where is the clock tower? Up here? There it is. That is blocked. All right, 109. Preview the location of the clock tower. That is what we want for later on. All right.
But may glory be everlasting.
Day 5. Okay. We've got old stuff here. We've got 3 ways to boost our sanity. And we don't want to go straight down, but we don't know what this is. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Sanity back up. And there's the clock tower. Nice. We could bounce around a little now. Not enough coins. All right, moving on to the next day. Don't clip that. Eway, what are the odds I got a Carino? Come on. Oh, I didn't even show. Oh, you guys haven't even seen my new battle pass. Look. I've got the guitar on my back. Hey, what's up, Conger? You missed the Clockwork Ballet. Where the hell are we going? What the hell? There we go. Block who now? The new Torchlight Infinite season mechanic was dropped today. Well, I'm sorry, it was revealed today. Okay. Well, we want that, and that. Nope. Okay. You can preview all traders. Can't take effect. Right. And we already found the clock tower. Very nice. Also very nice. Trader. Food supply limit up by 2. We like that one. All right. Next day. Well, I will have to wait on getting the new Carino since I'm not working right now and just in school. No, I understand. So, and again, I don't say this to brag. I don't spend any money on Torchlight Infinite. They give me tons of this crap. I have 71,000 Primo crystals. So just for example, 6,400 of these is $100. 6,400 of them are $100. I have 71,000. So I get all this. I literally can have whatever I want.
And impurities.
Okay, got 3 of them there, all guarded. So we're gonna go. Oh, see, the game cheats and it'll hit you with this. There's no way around hitting a bad one. Ooh, folklores. I've never tried that game before. This game is awesome. Don't let anybody tell you any different. I highly recommend Torchlight Infinite. And you should try it for yourself. It's fun. Greasy hand unfolds to reveal some food. We got a random food. Preview all workshops. Preview the clock tower. Unbelievable. Ooh. There it is. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. How much is it? This game's free. And it's like, and I really want to put this out there. It is truly free. You can handle all content without spending a cent. You don't need to buy the battle pass. You don't have to spend any money. It's free. It's a zoom game. The people that play a lot of Torchlight Infinite, like my buddy Mike One Up, we call it PoE Light. It's like truly zoom. All right, this is where we're gonna die. Day 8. Okay, we're gonna preview the clock tower. It's right here, and we are starting there, so we got to work our way that way. Got it. Well, that was pretty easy. Snag that. Snag that. And we're just gonna live to fight another day. Day 9. Okay. Clock tower is here. We're starting point there. It's gonna murder us right now. Oh. Oh.
Justice might come late, but it will never be absent.
We needed 5 sanity. We needed 5 sanity for this to make it to day 10. We have no way to get any more sanity. There's nothing to click, and I have no food items to boost us. Done. Done. How many days till you fight the boss? I actually stopped playing this season. The max you can get is 15 days. 15 days. So here, you guys want to see my character? This is my Carino, Ranger of Glory. No, this is Lethal Flash. Respect into Lethal Flash. DPS is at 30 million, survivability 122. This is a billion damage character that I have built.
For invincibility number 2.
You'll see at the training dummy, there's billions of damage. 16 billion. I think when I'm fully buffed, it's 50 billion a character. And this game, since it's free to play, obviously it leans very heavily into cosmetics, battle passes. You pull pets through a gacha system, that kind of crap. You go in here, change the way you look. Let's see. Weapon effect. My back accessories. This is the seasonal back accessory. Yes, it is a glowing guitar. But I could also make it a little octopus. This big old thing. I usually rock Doc Ock. You want to be Doc Ock? This is my new one. So this is what we now rock normally on our back accessory. The little jet. I used to use this. But now we use the thruster. Footprint. Body effect. Teleport. Look at this one. This one's my favorite. A map opens up and it like reveals a nice scene. That is the actual map. The new season is crazy. I know it is. I know it is. Outfits, portraits, actions. You can update your training dummy, how it looks. This is the one I wish I had, but I'm not going to pull all the gotchas for it. You can actually update your beams and how they look. I think, oh, that's kind of neat. And also you can upgrade your voices.
So many sparkling things. It's a super rare ember.
Justice might come late, but it will never
There we go.
be absent.
We got our jetpack on.
The gigantic
And now we're ready
machine
to go.
in front of your eyes gives a strange, dangerous air. When you look at it, something seems to
Oh,
be
I
also
opened the team
gazing
settings because
at you.
Frosty asked. Actually, no. Shouldn't be anything. Why is it pulling up multiplayer? There we go. Yeah, the new season looks good.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
The battlefield is closed. Reset the dream.
I'll need some time. Violence is not the answer to all, but it is the answer to your
Yeah, Frosty's not to play some TLI to get ready for the podcast. And he said in chat, he's no longer a D4 super fan. So don't let him try and fool you. All right.
I need some time.
Hello, everyone. What's up, Skoji? Did you catch everything? Carino, my favorite, getting a new character. Oh, this is my favorite one. Upon entering the nightmare, for every 3 purple or lower gear bubbles. No, we're just going to fill up with purples. And we are fully upgraded.
It's your honor to be judged by a member of the Herman family. I'll need some time.
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
A divine emblem drop. Ooh. They're updating this too, where you don't have to click it every time now.
The code is dead for you.
What's up, Stone? Yeah, new season kicks off on the 4th of July. And again, I play every D4 season, every Torchlight Infinite season, every Last Epoch cycle, and every Dwarven Realms season. So it does suck that Dwarven Realms, Torchlight, and Last Epoch are basically all within 10 days. That really sucks. Because obviously for me, Last Epoch always takes precedence. So we are going to have to figure something out and bounce around a little bit. I think we'll just play... We'll probably play Dwarven Realms the next 3 days. It's kind of my thought. See where we end up rating the new season. Switch over to a couple of days of Torchlight. And then we'll do like a month of Last Epoch. And then we'll have to bounce back to Torchlight. I think that'll be the plan. Until the Season 5 of D4. I will watch it later, but I'm not too much into TLI. Got it. Yeah, another huge overhaul, which is crazy because I think they just overhauled the crafting system. So another overhaul of the crafting system. New Carino class that uses a pistol and a shield. When you talk about trying to create something that is specific to me, they have accomplished it. A Carino that uses a shield and a pistol. That's it. Last season I played was the cube one, I think. Aw, you missed this one. This is my favorite. This is oh my gosh, now I can't think of the name of it. The Dream. Whispering Dream? Whispering Mist will be in now. Sweet Dream. Sweet Dream. That was my favorite.
Conflicts carry the weight of both honor and shame.
I really like Sweet Dream. Yeah, you played Cuba Rapacity. The game has actually changed a lot since Cuba Rapacity. For the low price of $10. What's for the low price of $10? The new character?
Enjoy this moment. The champion deserves the honor.
Ooh, another Divinity. Let's check our dream. Randomly selects one whim bubble to replicate, adds one gear, removes one bubble, then adds 1 to 3. Nope. Yeah, Andre, the person that just did the stream, will be on the Town Portal podcast with me and Frosty on Wednesday. You just got me into DR. I will have to wait on Torchlight Infinite. My 4 games are very simple. If you follow this stream, I'll put them literally in order. Ooh, it's hard to put them in order. Okay, Last Epoch is number 1. Then it's pretty much a tie between Dwarven Realms and Torchlight Infinite, and then Diablo 4. But those 4 games, I literally play every season. D4, Torchlight Infinite, Dwarven Realms, and Last Epoch. Dude, that was an ultimate Ember.
Your reign of evil.
We're having a couple of good drops. Just messing around. I'm obviously already done with the season. I think I made 3 builds for TLI. Maybe 2. I don't remember. But those are your 4 games you play. Should fulfill the your action RPG needs. And then obviously for the PoE people, you throw in Path of Exile. You're good to go.
Well fought battle, but I believe you still have a long way to go.
A long way to go.
It's your honor to be judged by a member of the Herman family. Your reign of evil ends here. I need some time.
Stone, is this your first season of Dwarven Realms? Your first one? I think what we're gonna do is we'll stream for a couple hours today. Ooh, let's go play another Whispering Mist. Seasonal mechanic. Day 1, Minesweeper. Save the clock tower. So I have 3 games: Warframe, Last Epoch, and Torchlight. Ah, you're a TLI kind of guy, huh? I'm telling you, there's so many people that sleep on this game. Ah, it's pay to win, it's mobile garbage, it's trash. Visuals aren't my style. All of that stuff's fine. My only ask is normally just give it a go. Just at least try it. And if you try it and hate it, hey, that's totally fine. But if you are a fan of PoE, Diablo, Last Epoch, most people end up falling in love with this game. They just they don't give it a go. Ooh, we want that. got the clock tower. Perfect sanity. Coins are up. Lose all your coins. Wait, lose all your coins. For every 10 coins you lose max sanity. Cover 20 sanity.
Justice might come late.
I don't like the cartoony look. Yeah, and some people say that. I don't like the WoW look. And I always try to tell people this is what Torchlight has always looked like. Ooh, we like that one. Give us free coins. Holy crap, I've never seen this before. Recover all sanity. That is a really good food. So if we get down into the end, we can pop it all the way back up. All right. Everyone, this is one of the most different mechanics that honestly took me a long time to learn. For a while, I was like, this is so stupid. Like, this is the most anti-ARPG seasonal mechanic I've ever seen because it's so slow. But it is actually a good change of pace. Normally, it's like, you know, you hit 50 maps and you get into kind of this flow state of just slaying enemies. And this is literally a seasonal mechanic that is very change of pace and really requires thinking and solving a puzzle. It's pretty fun and it'll drive you nuts. It's pretty fun.
Violence is not the answer to all, but it is the answer to your sins. You need some
And
time.
that should do it. Day 4. All right, nothing was previewed. Clock tower in the middle. That's pretty rare. Okay. What do we got? Scavenger boots. You ignore the effects of ruins. Upgrade can be important. The number of available old stuff choices. The quality of old stuff and food sold by the trader +1. 10% chance to obtain 1 random old stuff from removing a bad omen. Cover 15 max sanity. And we'll snag that one. Next day. Day 5.
It's my duty to cleanse
Recover max
all
sanity when a
evil
new
and
day
impurities.
begins. Clock tower in the middle again. Folklores. Lose 20 sanity and upgrade 1 random old stuff. lose 20 sanity, and obtain 200 coins. Upgrade the old stuff. All right. We need max sanity. You can preview locations of all old stuff, upper food slots, preview the location of Bad Omen. I got all my 4th of July stuff purchased, but roast for the pulled pork, massive chuck roast for smoked chopper beef. Oh, baked beans, 4 kinds of local barbecue sauce. Oh, you're ready to go. You're ready to go. This is the butterfly one.
To be judged by a member of the Herman family. I'll need some time.
We need butterflies. There it is. That butterfly. You know somebody that had a lot of fun with Torchlight Infinite this season? Tech. Tech's like, you like that Torchlight game? I never really gave it a shot. He played a ton this season now that he got an understanding of it. All right. Max sanity. We haven't gotten any. Day 6. We spent all our coins. My sister-in-law does a really good coleslaw too. I've never been a big coleslaw guy. Lose 50% of your current sanity for every 1 sanity you use. Gain coins. Sanity cost for exploring cells -2 today.
Justice might come late, but it will never be absent.
All right. Got 2 traders. Can't afford anything there. No. Let's go here. I don't like it alone, but it goes great on barbecue sandwich or pulled pork. That's exactly how I eat it.
I shall purify your tainted soul.
All right, everybody, just so you're aware, today is normally my day off from streaming. We're going to go for about 2 hours. We got about another 30 minutes. We're just going to mess around with some Torchlight Infinite. New season kicks off 4th of July. 4th of July. Clockwork Ballet. And then again, this coming Wednesday, 3rd of July, Andre, community manager of all of XD and Torchlight Infinite, will be joining me and Frosty on the Town Portal podcast. All right, where are we at? Day 8. This is as far as we made it last run. We have max sanity, but again, we haven't got, or We have all our sanity, but this should be like 200-300. All right, we got the clock tower. Okay, we could see all the bad ones. Check here. Max sanity plus 40. Thank you. Now it's 160. That is what we are looking for. That is what we are looking for. My pillow fell off. Day 9.
It's my duty to cleanse all evil and impurities.
Come on, clock tower. Where are you? There. It's not down there. Remove one preview location of all. Okay, hold on. We gotta dump one of these. It's gotta be there. Oh, that was stupid. There it is.
It's my duty to cleanse all evil and impurities.
Live to fight another day. Moving on to day 9 after we beat this. Find the moths. It's when I feel like I'm playing D4. Just run around, but you don't have a map overlay.
Is this as far as I got? The road to justice. I shall purify your tainted soul. I'll need some time.
Can't see crap.
Is this as far as I go? I shall never. It's your honor to be judged. I'll need some time.
This guy, this one enemy right here one-shots me. Horrible.
I pay with my blood. For the honor.
And that's it.
Gigantic machine. In
Fun,
front of
fun,
you.
fun.
Gives
That
a
was
strained
fun. Horrible. Horrible. What if they don't have a map overlay in D4 because it shows other players' stashes? Could be it. No, it ruins the immersion of the game. Or something like that. I don't know. Don't worry, that won't happen next season because we're gonna have a shield or something. Hey, hey, hey! Aaron is having some fun. What's up, Orange?
I'll need some time.
Streaming on a Saturday. What?
Your reign
I kind of want to rewatch the little Carino part of that stream. I kind of want to rewatch it. Just that part. New Carino. Oh, I just want to watch this one more time. This is the class we're gonna play for the new season.
This season, Carino is making
I still
And
remember
this is
that
who's
fire.
coming on the podcast Wednesday.
his
Almost
return
burned
as the
corpses.
Zealot of War.
And ashes that are darker than the night.
When all hope of revenge is lost, and the bullet in his gun turn from the judgment of justice to the venting of
Yes, that is a shield. And it looks like a one-handed pistol.
pain, Carino falls from being a noble ranger upholding justice to a restless Zealot of War.
A zealot of war.
Carino can actively switch combat modes to adapt to different battle scenarios. When facing countless mobs, he adopts mobility mode to move agilely and effortlessly around the battlefield. When dealing with stronger foes, he switches to annihilation mode, pouring all the
Okay, so 2 modes for the new Carino. Agility mode, so that's for mapping, and then annihilation mode for bossing. Okay. What are the bosses like in TLI? Difficult. Each monolith, each Netherrealm boss has its own mechanics. And then you have all the bosses from the previous seasons, including the Watcher guy. There's a lot.
bullets in his chamber towards the target. If the Zealot of War activates
This is what I wanted to look at. Okay, blank shots is the center. Allows blank firing. During blank firing, gain 1 stack of overheated when casting a projectile skill. Forced to reload when having more overheated stacks, then heat up stacks for 10 seconds. Loses all stacks of overheating after reloading. Overheated during mobile mode. 0.2 projectile spreading angle for every stack of overheating. During annihilator mode, 0.1 projectile max deviation angle.
his hero trait, blank shots, he can continue shooting even after running out of ammo, providing powerful and lasting firepower coverage. However,
Here we go. Ceasefire. When having more overheated stacks, then heat up stacks for every 1 meter of movement made, loses 1 stack of overheated. 1% additional damage for every stack of overheated, up to 100%.
this massive damage comes with a downside.
Do you guys see the pictures that they used for this? It is literally a machine gun. I like this.
When the machine gun overheats, it enters a lengthy cooldown. To counter this, the Zealot of War's traits offer various tactical options. You can cool the machine gun for rapid movement, or utilize the overheated muzzle to enter Burning Red mode, making his damage output even more terrifying. Moreover, to enter Burning Red mode, making his damage output even more terrifying.
Gains magazine capacity equal to twice the sum of unlocking Ingram sequence numbers. 20% additional projectile speed cost for every 1 magazine capacity gained from this relic. When having more overheated stacks than heat up stacks, lose 6 stacks of overheated when casting projectiles many times as the sum of the unlock Ingram sequence numbers.
Moreover, memory
30% reload speed when having max stacks of heat up. Heat up will not be lost and ammo will not be reloaded after reloading. 30% reload speed starts with max stacks of heat up, but does not reload ammo
and
at
relics
the
provide
beginning.
even more possibilities for a Zealot of War.
A Zealot of War. Sound, what's up? Native, how are you doing?
Atmos and strategic options, Carino, the Zealot of War, is ready to take on the Clockwork Ballet's toughest challenges.
That fight right there that he was just fighting, that's the endgame boss.
Also, don't forget,
The
you
Realm
can unlock
Lord.
all of our heroes with a season pass.
Oh, that's it.
Toughest challenges, making his damage out.
So this is the character we will play. I main Carino. He's the only class I play. Carino has Ranger of Glory and Lethal Flash, which Lethal Flash is what we played last season. And now we will play the third class, Zealot of War.
Even more terrifying. Moreover,
Not much
memory and
hand
relics
drawing
provide
maps
even more
for tabletop
possibilities for a
games.
Zealot of
Oh.
War.
Cowboys are going to tank this year? Why?
With his versatile combat modes and strategic options, Carino, the Zealot of War, is ready to take on the Clockwork Ballet's toughest challenges. Also, don't forget,
I haven't
you
followed
can
any
unlock
trades
all
or
of our
anything
heroes
in
with a season
NFL.
pass. Now, of course, a new season could never be complete without its own set of unique legendaries. Now, we're going to be going over some of the most unique and special ones. First up is a pair of boots called Heels of Hands. These boots can automatically trigger empower and defensive skills under different circumstances, saving you valuable skill slots. Next, we have a pair of rings, Passing of Time and Time of Vow.
We were laughing because we saw later in the stream they talk about the Void. So they added Void. And then they also added like a new way of mapping that they call constellations. And we're like, whoa, Grim Dawn and Last Epoch. And you see this little clock here? That's awesome.
These rings have stats that complement each other and require multiple ailments and crowd control effects to reach their full potential. But just one quick word of caution. Do not get greedy. When used together, they might be too much to handle, so be strategic in how you combine them.
When you put these rings together, be strategic because it might be too much to handle.
Now, of course, for details on all the other legendaries, do remember to check out the full patch notes, which are going to be posted on our official website.
Are the patch notes out yet?
As we continue to bring new content every season, we're also working hard on enhancing our existing systems. Reflecting on the past few months, the fog enveloping Mistville has gradually lifted, revealing new challenges and opportunities. But don't worry, you can still find Wally, the Mistville trader, who has now settled in Ember's Rest. He'll guide you back to Mistville to take on the Whispering Mist game mode. We've also made some exciting
no
changes
patch
to
notes yet.
Mistville entry tokens, adjusting their spawn and consumption rates to give you more flexibility in deciding whether to venture into Mistville or explore other gameplay options. In the upcoming season, the untradeable entry tokens known as Infection Progress will be replaced with Resident Size, and their drop rates will
We'll quickly go over the actual new seasonal mechanic. It was at the beginning of the stream.
the community manager at.
And again, last time I'm going to say it. This is Andre. He's Portuguese. Currently lives in... Where does he live? Currently lives in the Shanghai office of XD. He is the community manager of all of XD and Torchlight Infinite, and he will be joining me and Frosty LaRue in the town portal this coming Wednesday.
At XD. Today, I'm super excited to show you guys
What's
the
up, Jedi?
SS5 Clockwork Ballet season preview. A new season exclusive game mode, a new hero trait, new legendaries, a massive overhaul to crafting and legendaries, and so much more. So without further ado, let's get into it. First up, let's dive into the new season itself, Clockwork Ballet. This season introduces a fascinating new NPC, Alice 451, the headmistress of the enigmatic Clockwork Club. Alice brings her club's whimsical and mechanical services to the
Very spicy Alice is. Eway's already talking about it.
Nether Realm. After entering each Nether Realm stage, players can choose one of the unique services offered by Alice. Once you make your choice, the real fun begins. Your task is to find the gear scattered across the map within a limited time. Now, don't
So kind of interesting. Find the clock pieces scattered amongst bounce physics. The jiggle is real there. Here we go. It's a large map where you have to go find the clock pieces basically in a certain time. That bounce ain't for me. Gauntlet?
think it. Simply approach the gears to activate them automatically, and defeat all the Clockwork puppets guarding them to obtain gear coupons inside. As you defeat the puppets and collect coupons, your membership challenge rating for that match will increase. After the challenge concludes, the obtained gear coupons will be exchanged to determine your base rewards for the round. But wait, that's not all. You can earn up to 9 challenge ratings, ranging from F to Triple S, depending on your exceptional skills and a bit of luck. Remember, higher challenge ratings also mean increased combat difficulty.
So you can see and hear the different pieces collected, right? So commodity, which is your flame elementium right here, like you're going to want to try and collect as many of those types of pieces as possible, and you will notice that the color is going to be the rarity. So these are rainbow, I am guessing, rewards, which feels insane if that is true, which is why this
If you
happened.
find the challenge too tough, you can...
So, I mean, again, a lot of this is probably just garbage. But, yeah, it could be some big rewards.
end it early without losing any rewards you've already earned.
Look at that shot. Is this TL or PoE, right? The screen isn't even full, right? But again, it's not about how much loot, it's quality of loot. Quality of loot. And if anybody's played TLI, the divinity slates are now going to have different roles of affix tiers that you can now individually craft onto. So for example, I'm just looking like right here. So these ones, this one has 2 legendaries and an epic tier for crafting. So you're going to be able to target your divinity slates.
Now, we encourage you to be creative and flexible with the game rules. Normal mobs on the NetherRealm map will spawn as you...
Yeah, so it's pretty simple, I think. You enter this area, you kill mobs. On the mini-map, it shows where pieces are, basically gears of the clock. And as you collect them, they transfer over here to the rewards you're going to get at the end. And it's the same rarity tier that you would see like in Sweet Dream. It would be rainbow, red, orange, purple, blue, common.
Usual, and defeating them can extend your challenge time. Now, does that ring any bells? That's right. The Clockwork challenges can be combined with other game mechanics like God of War, Compass, Confusion cards, and more, providing endless possibilities to mix and match how you tackle each map. Lastly, the Clockwork Club has special offers.
Season kicks off on the 4th of July. The 4th of July. So when you talk to Alice here, You've got member services. After the Clockwork games begin, +1 rarity for randomly selected cogwheels in the stage. When starting operational cogwheels, you 30% additional damage dealt for 8 seconds. And then up here, again, even these like modifiers to the end game have a rarity attached to them. So here is a rainbow, and this is a blowout sail.
Rings for veteran members. When selecting the club services, lucky members might encounter a blowout sale. By choosing this service and completing the corresponding challenge, you can enter the club stash for an exciting and bountiful gear harvest. As long as the timer hasn't run out, you can claim all the gears in the stash. But of course, patrons are rewarded for their loyalty to the Clockwork Club. As you take on more challenges, you will receive additional perks.
Oof, isn't Ellie on the 9th? Yes, yes. So right now we have Dwarven Realms Season 24 that started yesterday. 4th of July, Torchlight Infinite, Clockwork Ballet. And July 9th, Harbingers of Ruin, Last Epoch. End of July, we have the new PoE League. And August 6th, August 7th, Season 5 of Diablo 4. Which means really 4-5 games all within a 30-35 day period,
which can offer even more depth and fun to your mapping strategy. Let's highlight 3 options. The first option is for players focused on the Clockwork Ballet challenges themselves. You can accumulate gear coupons from a specific challenge and put them into the club prize pool at the end of the round. Doing so will not only raise your current challenge rating by 1 level, but also grant you with higher multiplier rewards. The second option is for members who wish to combine Clockwork Ballet gameplay with other game mechanics. Through season talents, you can obtain global buffs that enhance your overall gameplay experience. Again, these are global buffs. The third option is for seasoned players who have already mastered this season's mechanic. You can decrease each round's challenge time limit, increasing the difficulty, but also unlocking access to even higher rewards. When players are experienced and powerful enough, they can enjoy all of these perks simultaneously. And last but not least, this is what you want to see when you're playing. But also unlocking access to even. And last but not least, this season's in-game list. This is all of
Flame Elementium, a stack of 50 that you want to see right there a couple times. That's a good one. That is a good one. What else is in here? Again, you want to see a Divinity Slate with triple orange. The most I've seen is a double.
These perks simultaneously. And last but not least, this season's ultimate in-game boss, the Silverwing Danseuse.
It's a robot ballet. Look at this crap. I'm guessing these other robots fall from the ceiling. It's kind of freaky.
To face the Clockwork Club's big honcho, you must first reach at least time mark 8, and then unlock the corresponding Clockwork Ballet talent node.
Okay, you got to be in tier 8 and unlock the talent mode.
For doing so, there's a chance at a portal.
Okay, so here's the boss fight. You're surrounded by robots in the arena. And I think as you get close to the wall, they attack you.
To the boss will appear. Now, I really can't wait to see how fast this season's first clear is going to be. And also, stay tuned for some brand new speedrun events coming this season.
Speedrun events. Zealot of War, that's us. All right, let's go over. I want to check one more thing. I don't remember what he said, and that was around PC enhancements.
Now, only certain rare elites can release. Really hard to meet our players' quality, to meet our player first launch.
Quality of life improvements. All right, this will be the last part of the stream.
We've been working really hard to meet our players' quality expectations. Of course, we had some difficulties along the way, but this season we've really doubled down on player feedback to add a ton of quality of life optimizations. This season's optimizations range from PC UI, streamlining menus, control schemes, and so much more. First, we've optimized the covert function in the cube gameplay. Now, items can be bulk coveted without the need for manual multiple clicks. We've also adjusted the acquisition method for Pages of Eterna, and they can now be traded. Additionally, we've adjusted the level for free talent node resets.
Oh yeah,
It
that's
is
right.
now
This was
gifted at
huge.
level 90 to be in accordance with the last hero trait. You also no longer need to use the Elixir of Oblivion for levels below 90. We've also optimized the trade house interface. When listing an item, the system will automatically find an available slot within the booth page. If you want to adjust the price of an item, you can directly modify its price with the booth. We've improved the inventory system. When you open your backpack, it will automatically focus on newly acquired items. The lock-unlock function now supports multiple items at once. We've enhanced our auto-loot function, ensuring now that no items are missed. We've optimized the status icon display. You can now choose whether to show both icons in the status bar through the settings menu. We've also refined the graphic settings for special effect brightness. We've
This game
also
has
made some
huge
improvements to our
attacks.
Season Pass. The Golden Season Pass now includes an automatic pack spirit switching system. When you enter maps, start certain game modes or challenge bosses, this system will automatically switch
game
to
has
your
huge
preset
visuals,
pack
you
spirit
can now
scheme,
turn them down.
ensuring you do not waste valuable map materials. Plus, when entering the Ruins of Eterna, it will switch to the Monument Knight's pack spirit scheme for extra rewards. We've also increased the number of pack spirit scheme pages from 3 to 6, and added new Void Shard talent scheme pages for efficient farming. The Season Pass also unlocks a series of new cosmetics, such as back accessories and portal skins.
There was a... What the hell was that? A shark?
This season we also skins. The Season Pass also unlocks a series of
Killer Jaw Teleport Effect. I think it's the new Void Portal. No, it's a shark mouth. It's a shark mouth.
of new cosmetics, such as back
Oh,
accessories
you can see it
and
for a
portal
second
skins.
popping out.
New cosmetics. The Season Pass also unlocks a series of new cosmetics.
There it is. There's your little shark. Bad game. No Void Portal. I know, right? Come on. Come on. All right, we're at 2 hours. Torchlight Infinite, Clockwork Ballet. My favorite character is Carino, and they're adding a new Carino, so there is nothing I can complain about, including a complete overhaul of the crafting system again, and PC quality of life improvements, and an upgrade for their Nether Realm as far as rewards, with adding constellations to the game. That's pretty interesting. I think a lot of people are going to say they want more maps because you run the same map over and over again, which people get bored out. But it seems like it is definitely a step in the right direction. I guess the only thing I'm upset about is that it launches on the 4th of July. There's no way we're streaming, I think, on the 4th of July. And Last Epoch is on July 9th, so I don't know how I can possibly do both. So we're definitely going to play this for a little bit, but we were mainly going to be on... You still owe me an easy crafting video. See, Kaiser, I never made the easy crafting video because I knew that they were going to update crafting. See, it would already be out of date. So now you'll get an updated crafting. See how it works out? Since you were patient, now you'll be more up to date so that I can learn how to do it. Does that make you feel better, Kaiser? Buddy? Yeah? No? Let's see. Is Mike One Up streaming right now? He's not. Hey, Aaron, any guess, son, when Ellie's patch notes? So what's up, Frodo? Any idea when we're going to get the LE patch notes? I want to be as clear as possible. I have no idea. They normally drop it within 24 to 48 hours of the patch. On their Discord, they were saying the patch notes are going to come earlier. So I would guess maybe 4 or 5 days before the patch, but I have no idea. He will forget by next week. Don't listen to him, Kaiser. Nah, I'd rather just play LE. Okay. Yeah, Frodo, I don't know. I've been trying to find out, though. I've been trying to find out. I know early next week, my guess is Monday or Tuesday, we get the quality of life post from EHG breaking down some other changes coming to Cycle 2. And then I'm going to doubt they would drop it on the 4th of July, maybe the 5th of July. If I was guessing, patch notes, something like that. Just if I'm guessing, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea, though. So, yeah. Dwarven Realm Season 24, that's where we're going to main for the next 2 or 3 days. We'll jump over to Torchlight Infinite for this season for 1 or 2 days. And then we'll probably spend a month playing Last Epoch. And then we will have Torchlights jump back to it with Diablo 4 Season 5. I think it is bad for TLI that they put their new season so close to Last Epoch. Ellie seems to have a lot more people that want to play it. When you look at the actual Steam charts, Last Epoch is a behemoth compared to Torchlight Infinite. But again, it's hard to rate Torchlight Infinite because of mobile. So because of mobile, you can't see those. 21,000 for Steam. Peak. Don't quote me, but I think they also... So it's hard because I think they have their own launcher, like PoE. So they've got their own launcher, they've got the Steam launcher, and then they have mobile. So it's just really hard to track how many people play Torchlight Infinite. So that's 21,000. And Last Epoch, 264,000. So, you know, just comparing it to Steam, 21,000 versus 264. It's a pretty big difference. Yeah, TLI is in a tough spot. If they delayed, then D4 next season is late July, I think. Not sure for the next PoE season. So, it is unknown, but right now Last Epoch is in a really good spot as far as timing goes. As far as Elden Ring DLC, that is dropping off every single day. So by the time Last Epoch drops on July 9th, Elden Ring will be done, and its real competitor will be 3 games. Torchlight Infinite. I think it's called, what is it? Once Human. That game, is that what it's Human? That thing, and The First Descendant. That's all early July. And then PoE's new league, the current rumor is July 27th. So the current rumor for PoE is July 27th. And Season 5 of Diablo 4 is August 6th or August 7th. So... PoE will be directly launching its season to compete with Diablo 4. That is going to be really interesting. That will be very interesting. Is it called Once Human? What the hell is it called? Yeah, Once Human. So this is the competition for Last Epoch. It drops literally on the same day, July 9th. And a lot of people say it's great. I have not played it. I have no idea. This is July 9th. PoE can't be on the 27th. That's a Saturday. Then the 26th. That week. Yeah. I don't know how big this game will be. I think PoE will be on the 19th. Here we go. All right. Competition for Last Epoch for July 9th. The first Descendant drops July 2nd. Torchlight Infinite's brand new season drops July 4th. And Once Human drops July 9th. Those are the 3 games. So legitimately, EHG had to make a decision. Do you go against these 3 games? Or do you go against PoE? And honestly, I kind of agree with their decision. I'd rather go against these 3 games than have to deal with a PoE league. No way the first Descendant is going to be good. There is no way. I don't know. Moxie's been streaming it. People have been streaming all their little pre-release stuff. I heard people. I'm getting asked on Discord and in YouTube comments if I'm going to be playing it. No? For sure, YouTube copyright claim. It seems like Ellie already is seen as one of the big 3 ARPGs if you ask players. I don't think people realize how big as an isometric action RPG is 265,000 concurrent players. It is a massive number. You're talking 1.5 million copies sold, and you can pull 250,000 people at a time. That is a massive number. That's a massive number. Where's the gameplay? Looks bad. It's a looter shooter. Outriders, First Descendant. Is it free to play? I don't think so. Is it free to? I have no idea. But people keep asking me about it. I think Warframe still looks better personally. A lot of guns. #1 in America. Targets don't react to the gunfire. I mean, I will say, at least just looking at this gameplay preview does not excite me. Someone do a quick Google search. Is it free to play? I'm sure that'd be easy to find out. Okay. Just to be clear, I totally understand that PoE's number is probably over doubled because PoE has its own launcher. Okay? I know that these numbers are not accurate because a lot of people play on the Grinding Gear Games launcher. I'm saying that right now before people jump down my throat. Looking at only the Steam charts, to Kaiser's point, saying that PoE is already considered one of the big three. Path of Exile on Steam only has generated 211,000 players concurrent. So on Steam only, Last Epoch has surpassed that by 53,000. So Last Epoch on Steam only has surpassed that. PoE. The first Descendant is an up-and-coming free-to-play game. There it is. There it is. If you compare a week after Cycle launch, not peak of LE61 airs. Okay. That's pretty funny. 6 months. Last PoE League topped at 189. Last Epoch 264. So this is what I think people don't give Last Epoch enough credit for. This is March 25th. This is March 25th. This is almost 5 weeks after launch. It's holding 55,000. March 25th. $35,000. 43 to 35,000 for PoE. LE had a good hold. It had a good hold. There's still almost 4,000 people playing it right now. You got to remember, it's been 4.5 months. Well, sorry, 4 months and a week since the season dropped. Ellie is in a great spot. All seems to say the same. A strong isometric online ARPG will only be a game that has a strong social component. Last Epoch doesn't have this component. Well, it kind of exists, but it's so unsocial that it's considered non-existent. It was the worst league. You're talking about Necropolis? I mean, I pulled up this stat not to talk about the league's performance, actually. Just Kaiser said a lot of people consider Last Epoch in the top 3 already. And I was just simply pointing out that on Steam only, it beat out Path of Exile by 53,000 players. Just to show how massive the game was. That's all I was saying. D4 is an MMO. So Diablo Man, what social features are you looking for? Are you talking about like guilds? Is that what guilds, clans, raids where you play together? You're talking about I mean, it's got all the in-game chats, it's got all the friends lists, it's got the multiplayer and team up. So really what you're saying is that Last Epoch needs clans or guilds, right? Yes. I mean, I would want them to have that. If we get guilds, then Aaron has to make one. If there is a guild in Last Epoch, if that came out, it would be the first time in a very, very long time that we would take it serious. We would have 50 members that consider Last Epoch their favorite game, and we would be a top-ranked guild. As a single ARPG, Last Epoch is normal, but not as online. I mean, to be clear, I played Path of Exile, and I know it's not a large number. I know. I have 1,670 hours. And every season I played, the last one was what the hell was it? It was after Synthesis. I played Synthesis, and then I was like, all right, I'll play one more season. That doesn't matter. I have 1,600 hours into PoE. Every single PoE season, I was part of a guild, and the guild was a shared stash. Basically, that's all we used it for, was to share items, you know. I mean, I don't know how much value it actually gave. You're still in the tutorial. I know. But it was the release. Let's keep that in mind. Let's see how many players played the news cycle and how good the retention is. Wilson had a lot of players at the beginning. We know how that ended. I mean, comparing Wilson to Last Epoch. Now I am insulted. Wilson, Lords of Mayhem, had a peak of 127. It went to 127. By April, it was at 5,700. And its peak after launch is 8,000? Correct. So Wilson hit 127, and it never passed 8,000. Or I'm sorry, it never passed 8,200. So just to compare, based upon these numbers, for Last Epoch to be a higher success story than Wilson, this next cycle, they need to hit 16,000. So if Last Epoch, if Last Epoch brought back 16,000 players, because it's double Wilson, it will be in line. It's going to bring back more than 16. It's going to bring back more than 16. For sure. For sure. I mean, Last Epoch has done a great job in telling people what they will be adding and at what time. Almost done? Yeah. We also have to remember, it seems all major streamers in the genre is coming back to LE. I know Gazzy's coming back. I know Rax is coming back. I know DM is coming back. Woody's coming back. Crip is coming back. And I mean, then you've got all the smaller streamers. All the smaller LE streamers will be coming back. I would think they all come back. You want to know why they're all going to come back too? Even if they don't like Last Epoch, they all had tremendous viewership. They had tremendous retention. Like, they're going to follow what their channels do well at. And the fact that there's no PoE, there's no Diablo PTR, you know, I think all of them come back. I really do think that. I feel pretty strongly on this point. I mean, Lily just hated and alt F forward in 2 hours of her wait. Just got back. Yeah, I said I was going to wrap up at 2 hours. And then we started a conversation on, we were talking about competition for Last Epoch. And I just kind of put it in order. I said the first Descendant drops on July 2nd. Torchlight Infinite drops its new season, Clockwork Ballet, on the 4th of July. And the bigger one, Once Human, that everyone keeps talking about, drops on the same day, July 9th. So there will be 3 games potentially trying to pull the player base. But we were discussing if it was between EHG going up against these 3 or a new Path of Exile league. Most of us agreed that was the right decision. And then we were just comparing some Steam charts. LE, PoE, Wolcen. I think people confuse LE for a game that wants to be PoE or cares about PoE. They are very different and play differently. LE wants the game to be accessible. I mean, Lily just hated an Alt F forward in 2 hours of her practice. Of what game? Wait. He's got a point there. A lot of people hadn't played the Monolith before. Now that they have, and that it's 95% of the content, they will stay/come back. Sad Wolcen. Isn't that wild? 127. And again, we were talking about this yesterday during our Dwarven Realms play session. Wolcen Lords of Mayhem, a massive commercial success. Supposedly, its lifetime sold 2 million copies at $40 a pop. Tons of money. That's why they're working on the next Wolcen. You know, they're okay. No, this game's dead. It's literally never coming back. We got everyone's money. Let's work on something else. 8,000 was the highest it got back to in 2020. I'm told if you're still in the tutorial, if you haven't had 1,500 hours. I know, I just like telling people that I do have experience with Path of Exile, but I understand I am still a noob. But I just, some people think I've never played. OMG, oof, I know. And they had the guts to say they are releasing a new game. I know. Yeah, what are we talking about with Lily? Wolcen developer followed the lead of consoles and simplified the game to a tedious state. Alpha was more interesting with the disadvantages. Remember, consoles kill the games. Diablo Man, you followed Wolcen during the Umbra stages, where there was some open world elements, there was housing, all that type of stuff. I random run into anybody that knows Wolcen prior to release. Because there's more than just the game not working. They basically lied to their Kickstarters about the game that was delivered. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. I have the Alpha Wolf. Very cool. Okay. I'll remember that. I mean, you made a point she's a major PoE streamer. Are you saying that Lily won't come back for Last Epoch? Is that what we're talking about? I bet you she comes back. I mean, I don't know. I don't know her, but I bet she tries it. ARPG Tug of War. Oh, well, back to Hollow Knight for me. Yeah, makes sense. Ellie's player retention has been great, even with the cycle being essentially over. Yeah, so people tell me, be like, hey, do you think Last Epoch's dead? It's down to 3,800 players. And I'm just like, you obviously don't follow it. You obviously don't follow. 3,800 players 4 months into a cycle is really, really good. It's actually peaking at 4,300. There's literally, I can't believe there's 4,300 people playing right now. That's incredible. They were like, nah, it's dead. Like, it used to be you lost 260,000. And it's like, you just, you don't understand the way it works. But I will say, I could totally eat my words. Let's say cycle 2 doesn't break triple digits. So 99,900 come back, right? That would be horrible. Not Wolcen levels of horrible, because Wolcen was only ever to pull back 8,000. But that would be pretty bad. That'd be pretty bad. Looking at PoE, it peaked at 211. And this last season, it pulled back 189. Last season, it pulled back 190,000 on a peak of 211. It's incredible retention as far as player return. So this will be big. If Last Epoch can pull back 200,000, if it dropped 64,000, and its 24-hour peak could get back to 200,000, it's a top 3 ARPG. Potentially ever. That would be unbelievable if it pulled back 200,000. That's what I'm hoping for. It just gets the 2 back. It just gets the 2 back. I think LE will hit 200,000. That's what I'm hoping for. It gets the 2 back. And I do think you get every streamer back, if not more. PoE 2 will conquer them all. If some dev is planning to release an ARPG, they better release it before PoE 2. I wholeheartedly disagree, and I got nothing but love for PoE 2. She was practicing LE and looked at the roadmap since 1.4 is mono read work and just kind of killed her vibe, which is fair. Even if 100,000 come back, it's still good. She looked at the roadmap for LE and it killed her vibe. Oh, I see. It's because the Monolith of Fate expansion is in cycle 4. And she only and that's like, does she only, is that the only thing she cared about? Is that what you're talking about? LE is just a good spot between D4 and PoE complexity. They'll be back unless they have a Torchlight Infinite contract. Most contracts for Torchlight are a week or 48 hours. So even, I mean, the fact that it drops on the 4th of July, they could still play it 5 days and then hit last epoch. I think it'll be okay, even with the TLI contracts. Or they'll do splits. They'll do a split stream. 4,000 are bots. It seems both D4 and PoE2, I heard, is the same reason they are not in beta testing now. Is taking things from LE is to win to start. You know, when you talk about the conversation, and I get it, my favorite game's Last Epoch. I'm an LE shill. People that follow me love Last Epoch. I get it that we are in maybe a little bit of a Last Epoch bubble. You know, when you talk about like arriving, every time you hear something that's PoE is using this or Diablo 4 lifted that, when you talk about these major studios, like the top tier taking influence from Last Epoch, I just feel like the game has arrived. That doesn't mean they actually did it, but you can infer certain things. I take it as a huge compliment. I take it as a huge compliment. I would be surprised if we don't get over 100,000 when I hear what people here in Denmark say about LE. LE is fine. I find the people who don't like it are heavy PoE players, and that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. It's just a little late when it should be a heavy priority, in my opinion. You think the Monolith of Fate should be a heavy priority? So what we're getting right now, Flip, is, in my opinion, game completion. You could agree or disagree, but you now have a completion point. So can this do 500 corruption? Can this do 1,000 corruption? Can you do 2,000 corruption? Right now, there's no end point to Last Epoch, where now it'll be kind of simple. Can this build kill the Pinnacle boss, right? You know, you are getting the Nemesis system for the Monolith of Fate. You are getting the Harbinger system for the Monolith of Fate. And you are getting the brand new Pinnacle boss, which I can't say what that's for. So you are also, of course, getting new areas. You're getting new enemies. The Monolith of Fate is always expanding. It's always growing. It just, like, you could easily take the Monolith, like just this terminology, the Monolith of Fate, and you could throw it over here into Cycle 2 and be like, yeah, there's a huge expansion. There's multiple new systems coming to the Monolith of Fate. You know what I mean? It's just, it's kind of silly. It seems like if somebody said something like that, they just don't fully understand LE. I don't know. LE would have succeeded if Steam Deck support was offered, but no. LE fully works on Steam Deck. It'll also be the first console or platform that'll have the check mark for it. It's also weird saying that LE would have succeeded, as in it did not succeed with 1.5 million copies sold and 264,000 players. It's an interesting way to frame it. I like how opened it seems EHG to be. Yeah. Works great on Steam Deck. Yeah, Brow plays it on people. Steam Deck. People ignore this all the time. Yeah. Tribalism in the gaming industry is just sad. Give credit where credit is due and enjoy them each for what they are, or don't. I play all three for about 3 weeks each season and have a great time. And that's, you know, that's what people tell me all the time. They're like, I can't believe you play Torchlight Infinite. I was like, I love this game. You don't have to love it. I think it is a very fun isometric action RPG. The fact that I don't play Path of Exile right now, this fills that Path of Exile need of like huge AoE pew speed. You don't have to like it, but I like it. Oh, I totally agree with that. Play what you want to play. LE is competing with the current version, though, and needs to attract players used to that version. Other games add stuff along with LE. I don't think that many people even have a Steam Deck. I don't have a Steam Deck. Over 3 million. What is this, Reddit? I don't know. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going. How did this conversation pop up? Oh, we started talking about the competition for Last Epoch. And then somehow we got onto Steam charts for PoE and Last Epoch, which led us to, will Last Epoch be like Wolcen and can't bring back its community? To someone bringing up Lily Alt F4ing LE because the roadmap's bad or something. That's how we got here. I got Aaron off track. It is your damn fault. Damn it. Stream was supposed to be over 30 minutes ago. What have you done? What have you done? Any other questions? Now you have to go another 30 minutes to make it even. Voidcaster when? July 9th. Just in case anybody is curious, I do main Last Epoch. July 9th, we will be kicking off Harbingers of Ruin. The new community event, Treasure Hunt community event, will kick off on July 9th. We'll be hunting for a new item that has been yet to be revealed. And we'll be giving away some prizes for the first person to get it. And on July 9th, we will be getting 30 new uniques, hundreds of balance updates, refreshes on certain skill trees, refreshes on certain passives for older masteries, the brand new Nemesis system, the brand new Harbinger system, the brand new Pinnacle boss fight, including the new Forgotten Knight faction system. And that does not include the entire post that is coming on other changes and quality of life that I can't discuss because they haven't said yet. So, yeah, this is going to be a massive cycle. This will be a massive cycle. And again, the point that I try to talk about is that even though the game did launch 1.0, after this cycle, as a new player playing Last Epoch, the game is really going to feel complete. You go through the campaign, you get your passives, you get your idols, You go through the monolith, you get your blessings. You go through the empowered monolith, you get your blessings. You go into the dungeons for some target farming and making legendaries. You upgrade your factions. You go COF or Merchants Guild. You upgrade your new faction. And now when your character reaches a point that is extremely powerful, you will have the ability to fight the hardest fight in the game as a stamp of completion. It'll feel good. I've cracked code on what you're going to play on July 9th. I've already played Cycle 2. I've done everything with the exception of the Pinnacle boss fight. And everybody wants to know what I'm going to play on July 9th. And I refuse to tell anyone. And even if I told you, like, just a little... If I gave you anything, you would be able to guess. So I can't tell you what I'm going to play. I can't tell you. Until my NDA is lifted, I cannot tell you. I wonder what Aaron will play on the 4th of July. Shield Charge Rive into the new Voidcaster. Oh. Is there a faster way to get through the campaign and get all the passives and idols? Or do they still have to go back to do quests later? They have added in multiple ways of building stability in the monolith. They have added in new ways to add corruption to the monolith. So far, I have not seen anything around campaign clear speed. So we'll have to wait for the quality of life post to see if there's anything in there. I'm an addict. Played PoE only in 2013. Got a new gaming PC 1 month ago. Bought LE. Have not played anything but LE in a month. Dude, the game will do that to you. Once it gets its hooks in you, that's what happens. That is what happens. Normally what I tell people that want to speed run the campaign is you could jump through the dungeons or just make leveling uniques. Oh, trust me, I know what you're going to play. You don't know. It's Forge Guard, final answer. I have already come out and publicly stated that on July 9th, I will be playing a Primalist. That is all I have told anybody. Nothing else. No other info. No tips or nothing. No other clues. All I have said is Primalist. But it should be awesome. He's playing the new Barbarian. All right, Frodo got it. I'm going to be playing the new Barbarian. You got it. We got to keep pushing the Barbarian narrative. We gotta keep pushing that. Aaron is playing the violin when it comes to what character he's playing. I will be playing Forge Guard very early. I will be playing Disintegrate, Fire Aura, Righteous Fire, Rune Master very early. But it won't be first. It's a Primalist Forge Guard. You are very good. You're right. I've crossed the streams. You got it. The good thing about LE is that they don't... Oh, the good thing about LE is they don't support consoles. It makes the game more tight, and the console users are pretty trash. You think? This game has had controller support since day one. And I know they want it to be on console, but I don't think any of those conversations have happened. They want to knock out Steam Deck first. Also, thank you for the YOLO mouse tip. I love it. I know, isn't it awesome? Isn't it awesome? Okay, to end the stream, I want people to put in chat. I'll take a little screenshot. We'll see who's right. Concurrent maximum for last epoch for Cycle 1 is 264,000 players. What is the peak that will return for Cycle 2? What do you think? 125. Okay. 105. 280. Oh my gosh. 200, 200, 150. 200, 200, 150, 225, 235. A 50% increase. Holy smokes. That would be 400,000. You'd add 130, 132. It'd be 400,000. 310, 264, 708. I'm going to say, I'm putting mine in here, 220,000. Just so it's labeled. $1, Bob. It cracks me up when the price is right. The person says $1. But they're not the last to go. So then the other person says $2. Oh, that's the best. Is there a way, maybe somebody knows, is there a way to look up highest concurrent Path of Exile ever, including their launcher and Steam? I see 376. Wait. Only if Chris Wilson revealed the non-Steam numbers. Browse saying 321 on Crucible. I just always figured you can double it. So if it's 211, it's really 420. That's a tweet from PoE 321. Depends on how big the streamer love we get this go around. You know, I'm sure there'll be a few, but I have not seen at least a single streamer I know that will not be playing Last Epoch for the new season. So I don't know. Path of Exile Crucible hit a new record of 321,000 concurrent players, beating our previous record by over 50,000 concurrent players. Thank you so much, who everyone has joined us so far. April 7th, 2023. 321. Okay. I need to save that image, Brow. 321. That's a number including both. No, for sure. All right. It's not as big as I thought. I thought it was much higher. 321 is Path of Exile's top ever. Actually, that's Last Epoch's closer than I thought. Last Epoch's closer than I thought. Okay. It's supposed to be a 2-hour stream. We've literally been looking at nothing for the last 40 minutes. Includes console 2, probably. That's a really interesting point. Last Epoch did 264 on only PC. No console. I wonder what the number would be with console. That doesn't matter. Okay. That's still pretty good. My guess is 220. We hit 220,000 players for Cycle 2. Console doesn't play with console, so I doubt it. How does that with PC? I wonder how... So if I was playing Path of Exile on my Xbox, where does that go? Does that go to their browser? That wouldn't go to Steam. That would go to their GGG account. Their launcher, yeah. Ellie has a bigger potential player base due to the accessibility. I mean, this is probably just people who play on Steam client for PoE. PoE is likely higher because of the normal PC client. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, is that I'm not, and that's what I said when we kind of started this conversation, is we're just looking at the numbers that I have, and I understand that this is only PC. But I will say that this tweet that Mr. Brow found is pretty interesting. Official Path of Exile account. Crucible hit a new record of 321, beating the previous record by 50,000. So, I mean, that, when you talk about being definitive, that is PoE saying their max is 321,180. They did not just leave out consoles. No, I mean, I would be shocked if they left. I would guess that this number is a total of everything. I think most people would agree with that. That is PC and consoles, Steam and their launcher. The fact that Ellie has a higher number, though, is insanely good. We absolutely take that as a win. It's 50. I mean, LE is 60,000. LE needs 60,000 to break that number. No, it needs more. 221, 321. Oh, yeah, no, 60 gets in there. Yeah. So second best was 270. Exactly. It's almost there. Yeah, it's almost there. Ellie is more approachable for new players. Yeah, second best for PoE ever was 270. So Ellie almost got to that. I'll be thankful to PoE to make me appreciate Ellie progress so much, right? Ellie did amazingly well. Retention is tricky as PoE players may want a much deeper endgame before returning. Yeah, I mean, we can go around all day. This will be the true test. What does this pop up at on July 9th? On July 9th, because also most people think, I don't know if you would agree, I don't know how many of you that are watching were here for this absolute SHIT show, but you got to remember, you had 5 days of the servers being a complete disaster. You had 5 solid days of Last Epoch basically being unplayable. You know, like, what would this number have been on launch if the game wasn't destroyed? You know what I mean? That is the question. That is the question. I'd love to know D4's peak concurrent with 10 million plus copies sold. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a ton. It's a monster. It's not even close. You can't compare it. It's like, if Last Epoch and PoE are here competing, D4 is off the screen. Yeah. All right. Tomorrow morning, I will be back streaming Dwarven Realms Season 24. So that's the plan for Sunday, Monday, and likely Tuesday. Wednesday, we will switch gears for the podcast with Andre to talk about Torchlight Infinite. We'll bring back Mr. Frosty LaRue. Thursday and Friday, we will likely be playing Torchlight Infinite's new season. And then we will be switching to 30 straight days of Last Epoch. That is the plan. That is the plan. Next week, we're going to get the quality of life post from EHG. And at that point, I'm hoping, I'm just really, really hoping that EHG says, hey, you are now free to discuss things. That I'm just waiting for that communication. I'm waiting for that communication. Until then, I'm still under NDA, so I cannot talk about anything. But I'm excited to see what happens. EHG has said that they are extremely confident about going into Cycle 2 and server performance. So that's been top of mind. They've been working on it for 4 months. The infrastructure, the servers, the support, the time to fix. They said they've learned more over the last 4 months than maybe ever. So hopefully we have a better server performance as well. Should be good. The giveaway will be drawn tomorrow. So we'll draw a giveaway tomorrow during stream. And we'll see if we can push the new season of Dwarven Realms. So yeah, if you guys need anything, of course, hit me up on Discord. Later today, I will be dropping the video for Dev Chat 140, showing you all the highlights from yesterday's Last Epoch dev stream. And tomorrow will be the last day to hit our goal of TP+. We need 46 points. We'll see what it populates like tomorrow. We're going to have 1 day to hit it. That is your personal sub to the channel. Tier 1, Tier 2, or Tier 3. 1 point, 2 points, 6 points. So hopefully we can make that happen tomorrow. You're all awesome. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Such as back access.